Welcome back, everyone. Oh, space station upgrade complete. Okay, this is Foundry. I believe it's episode 8. And on the last episode, we did a whole bunch of good stuff. We went down and made this personnel elevator and freight elevator to go down and pick up the stuff. We also have fuel ore coming over, going down into a big long tunnel that goes all the way out there, and somewhere over that way is some pump jacks to bring up olumite and casting machines and refiner and stuff like that makes these polymer boards, which are then brought over here, combined with electrical components to make circuit boards. That right there took us, between that mining down there and doing this thing, took us like, I don't know, 2.5 hours, something like that. But we got it. Oh, we also got bigger ships too. We doubled the size of the cargo ships and sold off all those little ones. So I'm still not very pleased with the amount of electrical components that we're getting out of this. So we've got these coming over here. These things must be getting consumed like mad. So I think what we need to do, because we've got a bunch of copper wire, or whatever this wire is. We got plenty enough wire. I think I'm going to bring that wire over. Potentially. I might have to... Let's see. How can I do this that's gonna make sense? How about if I take... I'm gonna do something a little drastic. Slightly drastic. But not too wild. Oh, let's see. Okay. So if I come back here, let's see. This requires high voltage, which I can bring over from over there. Okay. Okay, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to add 7. 142. Okay. So let's bring this one over to there. And let's bring, let's see. Make it look like it actually needs support here. Let's see. So that one is right underneath this. So I'll put him right there, which will be in line with this. No, 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 no. Did I not? Oh, I did right over there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, so if we take and build okay. So free elevator bottom. Be right there. And a freight elevator top would be right there. Okay. All right. So one thing that we're going to have to research is the filter, those thingies. To filter those things. Oops, I'm way down in the concrete thing. I don't want to be over there. I'm going to come over here. It is need to get into the overview thing. Filter loaders. So that we can, you know, filter what goes in and out of things. Okay, so we don't need power over there. Okay, so what we need to do is figure out what we're gonna move up top and what we're gonna leave down here. So we can send a bunch of stuff up there. Let's see. So these are all getting their rods, right? Yes. So these are all picking up rods. Alright, so these are all basically all getting stuff. Except for that last one. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to shut these down. Okay. I need to change these. Or can I just switch it there? Yes, I can just switch it there. Okay, that's going to be an output. That's going to be an output. Going to be an output. That's going to be an output. Okay. These here are going to go away. All right. Let's just empty this conveyor out. All right, so these are all going to get switched to making copper wire. And they need the rods in there. Okay, never mind. And they're just going to output the cables that they have, which is fine. Okay, so they're all going to be just lambing down there. All right, so if we take let's see, these guys are making the robots, I believe. And I think there is plenty of robots. Yeah, those 3 machines are making plenty of robots. So what I'll do is bring this. Bring this here. And then this one isn't up. It's gonna go right here. To there. Okay. Those are going to go up. And then okay. So we've got the copper wire going up. And then we'll have the other stuff up here. Forgot. I also need rods to go up. Steel beams. They're over here. Okay, so freight elevator. This one is going to go. It's even with this conveyor, right? Yes. Whoops. Crap. Ground floor. Ground floor, menswear. Go up to second floor. Okay. Advanced machinery parts. So it takes an assembler 1. So xenophyte plates. Space station upgrade complete. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. One's going to go up there. And one is going to go up here. So that one is going to go down. That one's going to go down right there. And that one's going to go down right there. Okay, so all of this stuff is all going to come off. The output is going to go over there. So I need 2 lanes here. An output here. And the output is on this side. And then the input is on that side. Alright, so this one here comes out and turns and runs right down the side of this thingy. Way out further than what I wanted it to. Okay. This one will come out and run right alongside this one. Okay. Ah. This is going to run down through here somewhere. Somewhere down there it'll stop. Alright, so the assembler. This one will be there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. These really don't even need to go out that far then. Okay, so I need 10 of those. Let's see, these are inputs. Input that. Input that. Input that. Input that. Input that. These are also inputs, which can take that one. Take that one. That one. That one. That one. Okay, so now we've got some outputs. There, 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 and there. Alright, these all come down here. And wrap around the building. Go right down here. They can wrap around. Well, it doesn't really matter because there's nothing else going in there. And right over to there. So that wire isn't even making it past the third thing. So let's go down and look at the first floor and see if it's got a steady motion or if they're being held up. So that conveyor is pretty well full. Let's get these last belts built. Okay. We have a solid line going back. We could use more rods. Got these things coming out. Okay. So now we have these guys all coming out. Okay. We gotta go check on our rod situation because I think that mayhaps our supply belts are going to have to be sped up. The belts that feed everything. Yep. Okay. So I need to do what? I need to get machinery parts and electronic components. What's going on here? Anything? Something seems weird there. Let's destroy Rocky Desert dirt, stone, seeds, dirt, stone. Okay. And now we have electronic components being held up over here, which is exactly what we want. Let's take a quick look at this over here. See what's going on with nothing really. I mean, they're going. But it's not enough. I mean, we got plenty. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, so we needed to come over here and upgrade our rods. Okay, 7 slopes. Alright, portable fuel and all that has been unlocked. And now we are working on geothermal power. Alright. Olumite refining. Low density olumite. 25 waste gas. Okay, so low density olumite. Goes into what? Oh, liquid fuel. Okay, so liquid fuel. I'm assuming. So you'd have to make liquid fuel, make the barrels, and then make the portable fuel, and then put them on a spaceship. Yeah. Okay, how's these guys doing? Missing 7 slopes. Okay. So if I come here, cancel that one. Okay, that upgraded all the way around. All the way up through. All the way across here. That upgraded all of this one, all the way around to that. Alright. So then we'll go up top. See how things are working up here. Alright. That's much better. Much, much better. Alright, so that's gonna kinda jank down a little bit. These guys here are just cruising through. Alright, I think we solved our issue of the electronic components. I think. Maybe not. Let's speed this conveyor up too. here. Might as well. She's looking pretty full anyways. Missing 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Oh yeah. Okay, so we have product sitting down here. Okay, what was I going to do? I was going to do these guys. Why do I keep hitting escape? So it's still an issue. Of these things being wrongle. So what I need to do is I need to make one of these. Need to put that there. Electrical components. Priority goes that way. Okay. Now we've got stuff going over that way. It's gonna start backing up. Okay. Now once it backs up enough to where it gets here, it'll keep that belt full and then spit the rest out over here. Supposed to. That way there, that belt stays full. Whatever extras come through will spit out. Yep. Yep. Alright. These guys here just suck up these electrical components like mad. Alright. Let me get this belt filled back up. It's got to fill up that vault and then kind of get everything caught back up anyways, so it'll take a minute to do it. Yeah, there, she's starting to back up on there. Vault's filled back up. Should be back up here momentarily. These freight elevators are nice. Alright, here it comes back up here. Okay. So that's that. Got that problem pretty much fixed. These guys will go back to working. I mean, we've got plenty enough of those. Got a lot of rods coming out. Got a lot of wire coming out. Electrical components are doing their thing. Plates are doing their thing, obviously. We got a crap load of plates. Mechanical parts are keeping up with that just fine. And I'm stuck. Okay, this is all doing fine. Robots are all moving along. Science packs are kind of backed up a little bit. Let's see, they got electrical components all built in there. They've got their stuff is all full. I could put another one of these in here. Just to make sure that I have enough. Electronic fabrication, create 1,000 circuit boards. Steam achievement. Alright. So then the panel goes on this side, correct? Yes. So the panel goes on this side. And these are all fast ones? Yes, these are all fast ones. And I just so happen to have... What did I do? I screwed that up. Panel is on this side, but it has to be back one. These are inputs. One input there. Input goes there. One pipe there. Let's see. How did I do this before? Frustratingly, I think that's how I did it before. Okay, so this is a elbow. Elbow down. And then this one should be that one. I'm thinking I've got that over one too far. Let's see. So this one here should go right there, where this one should be a straight. Okay. Then I have to configure this for concrete. And then I need an output. And this one is right in the center. See, that first one just took them all. That's okay. They'll do just fine. All right. So he is still working on geothermal power. Railings, lights, ladder, door, decor, containers, stairs, greenhouse, heavy. Probably ought to get into get these bots done. Oh, I could do a freight elevator too. I don't know what that does. Operator bot, screen bot. I really don't need this right at the moment. Spaceship fuel production. Get these bots done, and then I can probably start making some big time money with those things. Okay. So these guys here. All right. So let's go take a look at our mines here. Kind of check on our power system as well while we're right here. Okay, so this one is running. That's the one out on the platform. So this is this one. We're 8.7 out of 15. Plenty enough. What do we got for ore left? I mean, there's a good amount of ore, but this is going to need eventually. Get my peanut butter cup. Eventually, we're going to have to go up here. But maybe we can get that geothermal energy thing going before we even have to. Last few of those are still cooking. Everything over here is slowly going. That's full. This one here I know is full. These are the science. This one here is full. So now the concrete blocks, now that it's full, concrete blocks are backed up, which is just fine. Okay. All this stuff is moving just fine. We got little robot dudes making their way out. The ore is doing just fine, just what it needs to be doing. These guys here are still full. I don't really want to take it out. I don't want to take it out unless these have room. Come on, get up on there. Doesn't matter because the panel's on this side. No more ore in range. So we'll get rid of that one. He's got ore in range. And he's got ore in range. Oh, brother. Okay, so this is that stuff. Alright. Ignium ore rubble. God, why does it feel so cold in here? I don't understand. Ignium ore rubble can go in there. I need some plates. All out of plates. Let's see here. What have I got in here? I've got 2 of those guys. I've got 5 assemblers. Assembler 2. Wrap load of conveyors. Let's see. Got a bunch of biomass. Let's just destroy that one. Let's see. Fermilite bars. Let's put the Xeno power cores. Xeno scrap. Xeno scrap. Xeno crystals. Okay. Let's put those guys. That. And the pipes. Okay. So now I've got conveyor twos. Let's see, conveyor ones. That's a conveyor one. I have a second lane loader, a first lane loader, floors, power poles and cable. That thing. Where does glass go? Where is glass going? So glass is going into these things. Alright, so I need to go and fill up my inventory of stuff. So I'll do that. Okay, so I got 200 plates. These, that. Got 200 of them. Got the rods full. I've got that one full. Alright, so I need advanced machinery parts and steel beams. Steel beams. Advanced machinery parts. Thermalite bars. Or thermalite plate. Should probably actually be a bank thingy up here for these. Let's see here. I can bring this one over, up, here, and I'll put him right up here in the corner. And now everything is low. That's okay. And that is an input for right there. All right. So that's those. These things are all backed up, which means they're not consuming these anymore. These are all just slowly going, which means everything on the second floor should be backed up. Should be. Gotta unwrap my other peanut butter cup. And they always stick to the bottom. Never noticed that. Always sticking to the bottom. Okay, so these are backed up. These are getting consumed and kind of stopping. Okay, so we got rods. Those coming out there. This guy needed one of these. input. Okay. They're all doing just fine and dandy. Geothermal power is almost done. Firmalite sheets. Where did I make those? Oh, those were made down in the lava thingy. I don't think I never did the infrastructure down there. Which is fine. I would have to come off of this and go over. But I do want to check these guys. They're all still working. Alright. So for this to work, I would have to have a platform over here. I would also have to have a platform at the bottom. So I would need 2 transformers. I believe. Unless this conveys power down, which I don't think it does. So let's see, we would need power. So we would have to have transformer, loader, these guys here would have to be filled in. Transformer would be over there just fine. Power from that to that. let's see. This would have to be an output. I like how it says that clipping may occur. Okay. So then this one would have to be the input for the bars. Alright, so we could do this one coming out. Send him this way. This is all one level kind of thing. So the Thermalite plate would come up somewhere over here. I guess I could send the Thermalite plate right straight through, because that's going to go someplace completely different. Okay, so Thermalite plate is going to end up going way over there somewhere. Let's see. So if we're on this one, we need to go probably something in that ballpark maybe. And then it would have to go up this one, which is going to go, whoa, I almost fell in the hole. One layer low. So I need to get rid of that and put these in. Okay. So fermilite bars are gonna come over here somewhere. Or fermilite plates, I should say. Fermilite bars, I need a separator. And then this can come across to there, to there, down this way. Down here. A ramp down. To that. All right. Now he's going to start working on that. So if I go down to the lava cave, it's a longer ride than I remember. All right, so then we need to get all this opened up. All right, so we're gonna come off of these guys. Alright, so fermilite bars are coming in on this one. So this one is going to be an output. This one is going to be an intake. Yes. Okay. So then we would need what? These things need power. As does all these. Oh, that cannot be mined. Okay. So I need to put all this in here with a freight elevator bottom. Right there. Alright, I'm just opening this thing up. That's all there is to it. Just gonna open up the thing. And stop screwing around with no space to do anything. Okay, so you're gonna have power out to that. Let's see. You've got power up through there. Alright, so I need a transformer. Okay, transformer is going to have to be over here. Okay, so output was this side, input was that side. Okay, so now they've got power. Yep, this is the one bringing the bars down. So the bars are going to come across. This side. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. If I bring both of them in and out here, I don't even need to use that smelter, because this thing goes pretty quick. So then if I bring them down here, I would need these two to be ramping. And then come down and around. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have 6 made? Oh, yes, I do. So 3 are down. The downs are on this side. Then the ups are on that side. Okay, so you're gonna go from here to there. Okay. And then you're going to go from here to there. Okay. So this is an intake. And this is an output. Alright, so you're going to go from there, across to there. You're going to go from there to there. I don't really care that this is slow, you know, right now. Doesn't matter one bit to me. Because I'm not using these things like at all. Okay. There we go. And he is going into his foundry. And doing what they need to do. So that's done. Geothermal engineering is finished. So these plates will just sit there and load up on the belt. And there's probably enough for a couple hundred. You know, enough room on the belts. So we should see a plate come out of here. If I've got that on the right one, we should be seeing a plate come out any minute now. And I'm not exactly sure why we're not. Why don't we see any plates? Is there something screwed up down underneath? Unless they're still traveling the elevator. which is a very real possibility. I mean, that is a long elevator to be traveling. Okay, so they're moving. I think I was just being too fast for them. I had to turn my wood stove up or something here. Getting cold. Of course, it is like -3 out or something. Okay, there's a plate. There's the plates. Okay, so the plates are all just gonna come on over. Doink. They're gonna come over here and they're gonna run down that way and they're just gonna build up on the conveyor and we'll be all good to go. Alright, geothermal. Requires geothermal vent. Ignium enriched water. So 2 ignium powder and water. So this is made in a crusher, ignium or rubble. So really, we're still dependent on the ignium. It's not a real geothermal thing. If that's what this is doing. Yeah. Input. You're inputting ignium enriched water and getting out steam. It's not exactly how geothermal vents work. Alright. Mineral rock. Ignium ore. Forest rock. Ooh, what was that? Geothermal vent. Oh, there's 2 of them right down here. Right by some Technomore. Nice. Alright, let's go for a little bit of a run and go check out this vent. See what we got going on. Let me grab a stack of circuit boards while I'm here. Whoops. I didn't want to do that. And we'll make the... Do we have a certain number that we have to create with this idiot over here? No, we're doing energy cells and jetpacks. Ah! Alright, geothermal vent. Don't fall in. I got too many holes around this place. Said no guy ever. Holy crap, dude. Tell me I gotta bring all this crap up a frickin' mountain. Okay. Geothermal vent. Okay, so it's not showing it. But apparently I'm on it. Requires geothermal vat. Size 7 by 9 by 7. So it's pretty good sized. Structure needs to be placed on top of a geothermal vent. Okay. Geothermal power is a very efficient way to generate power through geothermal vents and boilers. Inside the lava caves, you can find geothermal vents, rocky formations, which emit smoke. Once you've found a geothermal vent, you need to place a geothermal boiler on top of it in order to use it for power generation. Needs a special ignium-based fuel to generate steam at high efficiency. Since vents are rare, geothermal power is mostly a highly efficient supplemental power source instead of a full replacement for existing power generation methods. Okay, so we need... I don't know if I want to do that right now. I mean, that's going to be a lot. I don't even know how to transport liquid down a freight elevator. Like, how do you even get ignium-based water into the lava tube? You'd have to have a whole nother freight elevator there as well. Okay, so where is that Technomore? Right there. Okay, so slightly below me. So if I went and got myself into that tunnel, if I had any luck where I could just fall in the hole, which I probably won't. Is that it? No, that ain't it. Alright, I'm just gonna go fall in the hole over here. No, that ain't it. That ain't it either. That ain't it either. There we go. And you couldn't have gotten that any more perfect. Right perfectly in line with the rest of my tunnel. Alrighty, so now we get these guys here a little bit cleared off. A little bit there, yeah, okay. Let's see, so if I am right here. Alright, there's the Technum ore, and that's a huge one. That is massive. What did that say over there? There's something way over that way. More Technum ore. Alright, so if I put, how can I do this? Because I would need power. Let's see, without having to deal with like a biomass generator. might take out a little bit of Technomore here, but okay, so if we do 2 and 2, we'll work there. I would have to have one more wall out here. Okay, 4 crossed. We're down that way. 4 this way. Okay. And that's blocking a decent chunk of it right there. I think I will forget about these guys. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to do 2 freight elevators and a regular elevator, transformer. Okay, so if I'm going to do any kind of elevators, I need to be okay. I need to be to the east of this block. If I'm facing south, I have to be to the east of this block. Okay, so personal elevator has to be to the east of the block, which it all needs to be cleared out. Okay. So right here, get rid of those. Let's see here. Okay, so I used roughly, this is ground level. Mine, I would say, is probably, let's start at 130. Okay, so I need to do 2 more. $128. Okay. Perfect. Okay. And then the freight elevator needs to be right next to that. But the power, where's the power? So the power is on the opposite side of this. So the transformer has to be over here. I need a wire to go from this to the transformer. All right, freight elevator is going to go over here. Except I want to see, let's see, the landing location is over there. So I want the top of the freight elevator to be like way up here. Okay. So the top of the freight elevator is going to be up here. So I want that to be, it's got to be 2 back from that. Right? Yes. That is the wrong one. So it's got to be right here. And then the bottom. It's going to be right there. Okay. Let's see. 2x2s. Take those 2 out. Fill this in with blocks, which I apparently don't have enough of. All right. So that's this part. Freight elevator will go up. The conveyors will all go across here. That's also going to need power. So let's get rid of that. Put those there. Ooh, you're lucky I hit the pause button in the recording quick enough. Boy, did I ever just sneeze. Okay. So that's going to do that. And then we need a spot for a transformer, which I don't have enough plates for. Ugh. I only need 3 plates. Dang it. Okay, so that's going to get a transformer there. Wire's going to run from there up to it, which is going to look a little wonky. Well, we could put a block right there for a pole. And then it would run from that to the pole to the transformer. Which I don't think I do have a oops, I want to run the cable up to a pole. Okay, that's fine. And then from that pole, we can find our way over to our high voltage line over there. Okay, so this is all going to go away. But not until this part can't go away until we get the conveyors up. Okay. Okay, so the conveyors will come out. They will come out, both conveyors, or no, just one. The one conveyor will come out and run right down through. And once we get the conveyor down there, we'll figure out, well, I can put it in there right now. Let's see, that one can come off of there and go way down there. And then this way. Go over here. The less I have to drill through mountains, the better. I mean, this isn't too bad. I could deal with that. So go right there. What is this rock? It's interesting. Crapolas. That friggin' hole. I wanted to find it earlier, couldn't find it. It didn't change any of these, did it? Okay, so basically back in a straight line from here. Right there's that friggin' thing. Okay. So you're gonna come out. As far as I can get you to reach. Actually, maybe this should slope down the mountainside. Okay, I need to go get some supplies. I need some plates, I know. Got a lot of robots going on here. Okay, so we need the plates. I don't think we need much anything else. Yeah, we can make quite a bit of them. Let's go get a stack of conveyors. See what this guy has to offer.
We've done it. We've figured out how to make those energy cells. Now we should find some ways to use them. To be able to build larger structures, we need to set up a construction industry made of construction and transport ships. This will allow us to construct enormous buildings beyond our current capabilities.
Okay. Okay, so we did the energy pack, maintenance drone production, science pack, the luxite veins, underground mining, CPU production. I still don't know why we need combat robots. Boy, some of this stuff looks pretty in depth. But we got all the robot buildings going on. So let's head over here. And get these done. Okay. So that is as far down as we want to go. Right? No, we want to go down one more. What is that? Missing conveyor slopes. So it'll automatically slope over things if you have them in your inventory. That's pretty slick. I didn't know that. Okay. So we need, oh, let's see. Let's see, we've got one in there already. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I needed to make sure that I could do power poles. Better make sure I have enough. Let's get our power over here while we're at it. So we gotta go from that one to there. And we might as well go right alongside our thingy here. Okay, so we're gonna come to here. Okay, and then we'll drop down to that thing when the time is right. Let's see. 5 is an output. He's gonna go right there. Let's see. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Do I have enough to make a transfer? I don't. I need some plates. I was thinking I gotta make a transformer down in the bottom too. Let me through. People are probably yelling at me, make a Xeno thingy. I can hear them now. They're like, make the Xeno thingy and then you can have all your stuff like teleported to you or whatever the frig it does. Okay. So here's for our transformer. We have a wire going from that to that. Okay, so that's that. We can get rid of all this, right? Yes. Okay, that is back to the natural thing, and that looks pretty frickin' slick, if I do say so myself. Okay, so we need to go from this one down as far as we can get, and then over to that. Why does that one look like it's way over to the side? I don't know. But I think this looks pretty slick. It's like this little elevator outpost. Probably would have looked cooler if I had those blocks all the way around, but that's okay. So let's go down in the mine. Alright, this one has the transformer with the power there, so I didn't need to make another transformer, which I didn't. But we do need these guys. So I'm going to kind of spread these out a little bit. Got one there. Let's see, if we put one there, that leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we put one there, one there. What do we got here? We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have how many of these? 6. So if we put one here, he's gonna... We did one there, one there, one there. And we've got 3 left, which is fine. We'll put one right there. And the other one right there. Okay. So then if we do number 3, we need to come around here. Sounds like a bee's nest. Okay, they're gonna come up. And collect him. Then turn around and come in and deposit it. So this one is going to be an input. And then the rest of these are going to be outputs. Okay. So that should give me... Boy, listen to that sound. Oh my god. That should give me plenty enough ore for a long time. Come on, let me out. So the ore's coming out. Nice steady stream of it. Alright, he's gonna come down. They're gonna come down all the way down here. And then you're going to come up here. It's right there. And then you're going to do one of these. And then you're going to run all the way down here. You're gonna come down here as far as we can go. Let's see, that's my step. I really don't want to screw up my step. Let's see, I'm gonna end you right here. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. Make an uppy. Put you right there. And then the 3 is gonna come across. Okay, so I need 2 more of these, at least. Up. And then a down. And then you're going to come straight across here. And to there. And then you're going to do an uppy. And then the 3 into that. And there you go. All that ore is going to come right into these. See, right now, Right now, it's all relying on that other one and whatever is stored in these. Here it comes already. So that ore is going to come in, feed all these guys. Machine inventory is full. I would imagine that he is probably out of range. Nope, he is not. He's still working. Okay, so you can all go in here. You can go in here with this in there. And there we go. Now we have a whole new source of ore to feed our machines. Which is going to keep that going just fine and dandy. I hate how I can't get over top of this thing. So he comes in and he's feeding both lines just fine. Look at that mass of conveyors. That is so cool. Okay, so he's coming up. He's doing all these fine. Goes around and feeds up top, which must be doing fine because it stopped. These are stopped. They must be doing fine. I mean, everything here must be doing good. Yep, these guys are stalled for the most part. It's got 123 in storage. So yeah, they're definitely keeping up now. All right. Good deal. Good deal. I like it. All right, so we have 3 hours. So we've got all of our smelters. We got the plate manufacturers, or making plates. We've got the machine parts cranking along just fine. Room to grow on that one. Got all the copper wire fabricators over here. We got the robot fabricators over there. They're all doing just fine. Electronic parts all go up top. Got the circuit board manufacturer in here. We got 1,000 of those. Off in the distance there, we've got the ore mine. Going down here, down out to that thing, we've got the olumite pump jacks. We've got another mine over here for this stuff. Got that one. We got those guys are doing just fine over there with the power and the water. Coming around to that old mine, which will probably be abandoned soon. All these guys are all doing just fine. All this stuff. These things here. I can get rid of this. Alright. So they got that mined out totally. Yep. Okay. Time to cover this up so I don't fall in it. Every time I turn around. And these guys here, I'm assuming are empty, seeing as how there's nothing coming out. Alright. So then this one here, we're going to take over there. We can get rid of this because we don't have any use for it. Let's see, that would be a number 8. Well, we gotta get rid of that one first. Okay. Put that there. Put that there, that there. Run this guy down. I gotta put a few more blocks in here so it's all even. Ooh, I can't. Okay, so they're gonna come down. This here can all go away. Okay, and then this one here will go right to there. And then that splits off into both of those. These plates, I could reconfigure these plates and go follow all that, which I probably will. I probably should. Let's see. I can just follow him right around. And then come back out right there. Alright, so that cleans that up. Opens up a little bit of space there. Let's go down and see. Yeah, I've still got some hole opened up here. So let's go right there. Fill all that in. So there, we've got our first exhausted mine. Got a ton of robots sitting. Holy crap, ton of robots. They're actually building up stock. Let's see. Working on vacuum bot assemblies. And our next ones will be, let's see, there's nothing here. Components, we've got the energy cell, olumite refining, alumic acid, but more importantly, we have heavy-duty transport bots and snack bots. So snack bots use plates, machinery parts, components, and glass. That's easy enough. We can put that all up to the upstairs. This one uses steel beams, advanced electronic and thermalite sheets. That's okay. We can put all that stuff all upstairs. And actually have landing pads come right off the side of our thingy. But that's the next one. That's the next episode. I want to check the space station thingy. R&D lab. Okay, the R&D lab is responsible for product optimization. It automatically analyzes machine-made products and generates product experience. Product experience unlocks technology points which can be spent on products to improve various aspects. Spending thermalite and upgrading the station can further improve the R&D lab. Okay, so logistics robots. 7 tech points available. Spend them to improve the product. Increase the sales price can be improved indefinitely. Produce extra products without spending more input materials. For assembly line made products, this improves crafting efficiency of the items. Reduces product weight to require less cargo for ships. Can be improved 4 times. Okay, so if we did, let's see, appliance robots. I wonder if that's 7 points per unit or 7 points overall. Military robots. Let's see. Spend 1 there. 8 tech points available. So if we did 2 there, this one should still say 6. Yep, so it's per bot. So that's maxed out. And then we can improve the pricing. So the light bot, this one definitely needs the weight reduction. Okay, so let's look at the Galactic sales platform. So the light bots are now going for 32 and the transports are now going for 16. I believe these were 11 and I don't remember what the light bots were. Okay, so we're going to enable these, even though we don't have them yet. While we're here, we're going to enable them. Storage, so we can do 800 and 800. I'd like to upgrade that storage. Hull structure improvements. Structural improvements. Station hull improvements. So station hull improvements. Are station hull improvements something that you have to do in this? I think it is. Yes, it is. All right, let's queue that one. That way we can do our station upgrades. All right. Pretty darn good. How many is this holding now? 80? Okay, one thing I did want to do here with all this stupid... I put all my Xeno scrap in here. I wanted to get these stupid jump boots, so when I'm jumping around these mountains, it's not driving me frickin' batty. Vacuum bot assembly has been unlocked. Okay, so let's go back to the space station. Storage, sales platform, vacuum bot. We'll enable that one. Vacuum bot uses xenoferrite plates, machinery parts, and electronic components. Super easy to do. Super easy. Okay. Oh yeah. That'll help me get moving around. It's not much of a jump, but looking to see if there is another jump upgrade. Okay. Got to call it here. We're at 3 hours and 11 minutes. All right. Thanks a lot for watching. And we're going to keep on going. The next one is going to be a lot of robot manufacturing. So I'm probably going to have to add another level. Might make that a 3-story thing. But we'll see what happens. Maybe this thing here can get up to like this massive tall building of manufacturing. So, all right. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.